Larry, the fans in teal and black are ready to lock down the bank as you get a look inside Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now a play fake here on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A very solid gain of 27. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Fresh set of downs here. Throwing is Bortles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gives him a new set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. To throw is Bortles. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Bortles. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. It's Lions. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Garoppolo now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard, right on the 30-yard line. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lions. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Now let's go! Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! All right, here we go. No, check. Patriot!
They try again with Lewis. Look at the spin. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. There's Garoppolo to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And that is going to be incomplete. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Throw right side caught by Davis. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go now.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Now they go screen. It's complete. Finding room to the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Garoppolo on first down. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's going to air one at. He's got it. Hit the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Bortles now on first down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Fournette, a first down carry. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Bortles now to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dante Hightower in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. On second down, here's Garoppolo. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
In motion right, Dorsett. A play fake to Lewis. Here's Garoppolo. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for the Pats on third. 49 yards. Garoppolo now. First down throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Over the middle, complete. It's Swanson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. An NFL update. They're in the second quarter in Baltimore. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. New England on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. This is Lewis. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And an alley to run. He's got daylight. The 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 77 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play callers.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Dumps it off to Lewis. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Garoppolo dancing to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They go play action for Lewis. Now Garoppolo. He sets to fire deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
An NFL update. They're in the second quarter in Baltimore. And the Steelers, they're out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a couple hours south to Orlando, let's check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. On first down, Garoppolo. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Going underneath for Lewis. Give him 30 yards there.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. To throw is Garoppolo. He's letting it fly for Cook. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Riley Dixon now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And now out come the Patriots. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd in Baltimore. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. On second down, here's Bortles. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Jaguars. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice play, boy. Watch left, watch left, watch left. Hurry up, here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Throw complete right side to Cooks. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed. No, check. Patriots.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they were able to Punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone. It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go. You love pressure. I love it. We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Red zone opportunity. And now here's a carry heading left. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Now, check. Patriot, let's go. Green, 39.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson from a yard out. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp. And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it. Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking. They're going to protect it here in this one. And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores. Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win? Now Kelly, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Looking to throw on second. Here's Kelly. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Kelly. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third down and 12. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Elsewhere, they're into the fourth at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Andrew Luck, a couple of touchdown passes, and he's up over 300 yards in that one. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Kelly. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. From the gun on third down, Kelly. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season, we get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really